For decades, the Mercedes-Benz E-Class has been the definition of executive luxury, the car that blends innovation, comfort, and timeless design better than anyone else. It's the car you buy when you've made it. But the Genesis G80 tells a different story, one of rapid evolution and fearless design. In just a few years, Genesis transformed from an unknown badge to a brand that dares to stand shoulder to shoulder with Mercedes, BMW, and Audi. In 2025, both sedans push further than ever before, smarter, quieter, faster, and more connected. So, can the G80 really take on the German benchmark, or does Mercedes still reign supreme? The new E-Class doesn't shout for attention, it whispers confidence. Its sleek proportions, subtle chrome accents, and signature digital light headlights give it an aura of quiet authority. Even the illuminated grille option feels tasteful rather than flashy. This is luxury by restraint. The Genesis G80, however, is art on wheels. With its massive crest-shaped grille, split LED lights, and flowing coupe-like roofline, it feels both bold and elegant, like a concept car that made it to production. It's the kind of design that makes people stop and look twice. Where Mercedes plays it safe and timeless, Genesis dares to provoke and inspire. Inside, these two sedans couldn't be more different in their approach to luxury. The E-Class feels like stepping into a futuristic lounge. The MBUX superscreen stretches seamlessly across the dashboard, merging 3 OLED displays into one panoramic digital experience. AI-powered voice assistant, built-in apps like TikTok, Zoom, and WebEx. It's more of a digital companion than a car. Even the ambient lighting reacts dynamically to music, climate, or driving mode. It's elegant, it's intelligent, it's Mercedes. The G80 counters with calmness and craftsmanship. Its interior feels almost handcrafted. Soft Napa leather, open-pore wood, and brushed metal create a warm, minimalist environment. A wide 14.5-inch touchscreen blends perfectly into the dash, while physical controls remain for those who prefer a tactile connection. Genesis doesn't overwhelm with screens. It focuses on serenity and balance. So, the E-Class takes the lead in futuristic technology, while the G80 redefines modern simplicity. Under the hood, both sedans prove that performance and efficiency can coexist. The Mercedes E350 starts with a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine and a 48-volt mild hybrid system, producing 255 horsepower. Move up to the E450 Matic, and you get 375 horsepower with seamless hybrid assistance that fills in every gap of turbo lag. It's smooth, effortless, and whisper quiet, exactly what you expect from Mercedes-Benz. The Genesis G80 fights back with power. Its base 2.5-liter turbo engine delivers 300 horsepower, while the range-topping 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 unleashes 375 horsepower, the same as the E-Class, but without needing mild hybrid tricks. It's muscular, immediate, and pairs beautifully with standard all-wheel drive on higher trims. The G80 feels more eager and emotional, but the Mercedes responds with surgical refinement. A close battle, but raw power and price efficiency give Genesis the edge. When it comes to straight-line speed, both are deceptively quick for full-size sedans. The E454 Matic hits 0 to 100 km per hour in around 5.2 seconds, gliding forward with buttery-smooth shifts and perfect weight balance. The G83.5T, with its extra torque, edges ahead slightly, just 5 seconds flat to 100. You feel its twin turbos spool up with a satisfying punch, while the V6 growls subtly in the background. Top speeds are electronically capped at 250 km per hour, typical for luxury sedans, but what truly matters is how they deliver that speed. The E-Class does it with precision and composure. The G80 does it with emotion. Different philosophies, same result, a dead heat. This is where Mercedes shows decades of engineering mastery. The E-Class floats effortlessly over rough roads thanks to the optional airmatic suspension, while rear-wheel steering makes tight turns feel easy and graceful. Every input, throttle, brake, or steering, feels perfectly synchronized. The G80, meanwhile, focuses on a grand touring feel. It's supple and comfortable, yet more engaging than you might expect. The chassis tuning by Hyundai's R&D Center in Germany gives it a sense of balance and control, but it can't quite match the E-Class's magic carpet ride. The Mercedes isolates imperfections. The Genesis lets a bit more road texture through, enough to feel connected, but not disturbed. For long-distance comfort and refinement, the E-Class remains king. Here's where things get interesting. The Genesis G80 starts at around $55,000, offering AWD, a twin-turbo V6, and an interior worthy of an S-Class. The Mercedes E-Class? It begins around $62,000, but climbs past $75,000 with options. Yes, you're paying for the badge, the tech, and the heritage, but Genesis gives you 90% of that experience for far less money. Mercedes wins in prestige and advanced features. Genesis wins in pure value, no question. This one's a draw, and a fascinating one. The E-Class remains the master of refinement, technology, and timeless design. It's a car that feels like an extension of your success. But the Genesis G80 is proof that luxury doesn't have to be inherited, it can be created. It delivers near-identical performance, stunning design, and craftsmanship that rivals the Germans, for tens of thousands less. And now, according to the Autoblock rating system, here's how both cars perform today. Mercedes represents tradition. Genesis represents transformation. Two roads to the same destination, luxury perfection. Which one would you choose, the Legend or the Challenger? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more car battles on Autoblog.